All right, so I got this take, and this is the fight me segment of the day. Georgia football is to the SEC what Texas football is to the Big 12. Georgia is pissing us all off for the same reasons that Texas does. You claim to be very, very good at playing the sport of football because you showed up in a game or two. But how do you get to the game or two? By riding the coattails of the team in your conference that is better than you. Kirby Smart said with a straight face, the reason that his Georgia football team should be admitted to the 2018 college football playoff is because they played Alabama tight. What? Why does that, huh? And Texas claims to be back because they won a neutral site game against a team they could not beat for a Big 12 championship. Like in the SEC, the Big 12 has an annual tradition where the second best team seems to be handing the title to the best team, and that second best team continues to be Georgia, and that best team continues to be Alabama, that best team continues to be Oklahoma, and that second best team continues to be Texas. And hearing the mouths of people who will say these things with a straight face, like Georgia is on the cusp of being great, I would say, yeah, cool. They're right where Clemson was in 2015. Difference is, Clemson showed up to be Clemson. Georgia's had 2 cracks at Alabama in back-to-back years. Got beat by backup quarterbacks in both years. And you'd be like, yo, RJ, backup quarterbacks Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts. Come on, man. I'll be like, yeah. And they were sitting for a reason why you claim to be better. You claim to be good. You claim that you should have an opportunity to get a second crack at the apple. Second bite of the apple. Way to screw that one up, RJ. Second bite of the apple against Alabama because you lost against Alabama? Come on, man. That team doesn't want to see us. Yeah, all right. They don't want to see Clemson. That's who they don't want to see. Clemson showed them why. And for you to keep trotting that out, like Texas fans trotting out, hey, we got more wins in the rivalry. All right, cool. How many Big 12 championships you got? Huh? What's the number at? 3? 3? Yeah, all right, cool. You got 2 more than Oklahoma State. Congratulations. I just find it infuriating that that's where we're at. I mean, as an Oklahoma dude, I don't walk up to folks and be like, yo, you know who doesn't want us? The team that just whipped us. The team that just beat us like we stole something. Love to play Georgia again. Thought Lincoln Riley should have won that game. You're up 17, squib kick it. We know how that went in the Rose Bowl. I also think that the better matchup for Alabama would have been Oklahoma in 2017. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you with a straight face that with 2 losses, Oklahoma should have been admitted to the college football playoff either. Since when do wins and losses never count, man? And as always, my issue with the college football playoff, and before it, the BCS system, and before that, the bowl system as it was, I don't want people voting for who should have an opportunity to win a championship. I want a larger tournament. Every other major sport has a larger tournament to find out who the best team is. And in most cases, that tournament is 16 teams or more. We let 68 teams have an opportunity to win the men's basketball championship every year. We have a month of softball, a month of baseball to try to figure out who is the champ. Football, we have one garbage team scheduled at least one garbage team scheduled for Power 5 teams. I'm not happy about South Dakota being on Oklahoma's schedule either. But I'm not happy about Samford being on Georgia's schedule either. We got that garbage game. We got too many conference games. And we got bowl system where we're like, okay, hey kids, this is for you. Is it? Seems to be the people that are making money off of bowls are the bowls. And what do you get to tell the coaches? You get an extra, practices? Get something to play for? Nah, man. Give me the 16-team playoff, shorten the regular season, and let's get to work. Let's make the integrity of the game stand up so that you don't have to hear Kirby Smart's mouth anymore. You don't have to hear Nick Saban's mouth anymore. Watching these guys stump for themselves is one thing. Watching them stump for the folks that are in their conference, I can't tolerate. I can't stand it. Since when are you supposed to advocate for the people in your conference ahead of a better team? That I can't stand it. I want a 16-team playoff because it makes the most sense. It lets in teams that have earned the same rights to play as a 2-loss Georgia. Okay? If that would have meant last year that Washington State got into the playoff, I would have been for it. If that would have meant last year that Kentucky got into the playoff, I would have been for it. Because I think that the margins are actually much closer inside those top 16 teams than a lot of people want to believe. Now, once you even get that past 25, you got a hard time finding teams to rank, honestly, because you have so many more games to play. I mean, we got Texas with a 10-win season playing 14 games. Like, does anybody not think that dilutes the 10-win season? Doesn't mean as much. LSU in Ed Orgeron's first year went 9-4. You got a 9-win season out of 13 games. That used to be the kind of thing you could only do with 2 losses. And one of those losses might have been in the bowl game. I just don't like it. I don't want it to happen anymore. I'm tired of it. I want a level playing field. I want 16 teams. I want a month of college football that actually matters on a win-or-go-home basis. What November is in college football is what December could be in college football too. So you're robbing me and you as college football fans as much as you're robbing the kids of an opportunity to really compete for a championship because they didn't go to Alabama or Clemson or Georgia. If UCF would have gone undefeated again, they still wouldn't have got in. I think UCF would deserve the opportunity to get their skull beat in. Okay? I think LSU got close to actually drubbing them, but if Mackenzie Milton was playing in that game, could have been different. I want to see Boise State get an opportunity to get its face kicked in by Clemson. But if Boise State should do what they did to Oklahoma, oh snap. Now we're talking about how Boise State is a great football team. Give them that chance. You know? Last time I checked, this was America, and you were supposed to have these opportunities extended to us. Instead of this, you're telling me it's a meritocracy when it's acting like an oligarchy. And I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.